Russell Wilson's second pick of the entire season.
Hello YouTube and welcome to the Hockenheim Ring. Here we are for the EWRL German Grand Prix. It's the 7th Grand Prix of the season. We have officially reached the one-third mark. And we're here. The track is open for business. Qualifying underway.
Good news, boys, no rain.
And now teams taking two of a pit lane. One of the darts heading on out. Malenko, Mark will be getting out laps along with Ben. Zim. The differing sections of this racetrack are going to prove to be rough for these drivers today when it comes to the slick Sector 3 or the tight hairpin in Sector 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. So here we go with Malenko, 15.5 minutes remaining in qualifying. He will take the first timed lap of the session. Foursquare also now on an out lap. Able to make it through turn 1 was the fear heading into this weekend. Was not being able to make it through the first corner at speed. Ben begins a timed lap going wide through 1, and there's a caution in Sector 3. Malenko through the hairpin. Still yet to see the racetrack, Dan, Octane, and Larry. Octane and Larry making their second starts of the season. Octane making his second ever F1 start. And a nice showing last week. Was able to get a get his feet wet. Malenko gets a 112.377 on the soft compound. Larry was able to snatch a top 5 in his first race back after his hiatus. Markle goes second quickest. Third quickest now as Ben goes a 112.580, Markle a 117.814, and there's a caution in Sector 3. That would be Invader going really slow. I guess has aborted his timed lap. Something amiss on that number 13. Foursquare goes 4th quickest. And now Octane has seen the racetrack. So Octane on a timed lap in that bright yellow and black. Number 25. Caution in Sector 2. That would be the number 13 back at it again. And around goes Dan in Sector 1.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. I was like, when is Dan not around?
A two-time champion of the series, really proving why he is a two-time champion.
God damn it.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Oh, goodness.
I cared.
Honestly, I care more about you winning this morning than Kyle Busch
Oh,
winning.
I do too. I do too.
Octane goes 4th of 6. He goes a 113.814 to be 1/10 off of Foursquare. A nice showing early here in qualifying. Dan on the longest outlap of his life. Here he comes through the final corner. Dan will be the 7th driver to start a timed lap here in qualifying. Here comes Dan into the hairpin. Actually through the sweeping left-hander, now into the hairpin. Markle back out onto the racetrack. Not content with a 117.814, and why would he be? That is 5.5 seconds off the fastest lap.
Oh, my Chili's is here.
See what Dan can do as he is making his way through the final sector. Larry has also decided to look at the racetrack, and he's begun a timed lap. Dan going really wide and around. He goes on the front straightaway hard into the right side wall. And here comes the Sahara Force India look-alike, the number 40, Larry, off the final corner to the start-finish line. Larry goes 7th of 8 cars, a 116.855. And for the first time in a while, Markle is last.
How did I beat Larry?
For whatever reason, I can't turn right very well.
Fucking NASCAR guys.
I wish I was joke. I wish it wasn't NASCAR joke, but it's like my stick did not want to turn right.
That was my problem with my old controller. I had to get a whole new controller. Anyway, Markle searching to get into the 112, 113 bracket.
I touched sand and it sent me straight to the wall.
Why were you even close to the sand? And Markle finding some sand, wanting to be like Dan. Able to keep the car under control and at speed. And now Ben, Foursquare, Octane making their way to an out lap. Larry goes 6th quickest, a 115.273, topping Dan. Markle will go 4th quickest, just outside the 112 bracket, a 113.265. So now, right now, your points leader sat 4th on the qualifying order.
I murdered my front wing. Or else I might have made a second lap.
I believe Ben is on a timed lap, searching for the pole right now. 2/10 off of pole time Alanco at the moment. Provisional pole time at 112.377. Foursquare on an out lap right now, sat 5th. 113.784 is what he's got. Dan not content with being 8th. He will make his way out onto the track and try it again.
Not intent with what the mistake I made. But I'm not happy with.
And Ben goes top of the charts, a 1:12.139. Fourth square right now on a fast lap right now in that bright orange number 79. Let's see what he can do. Sat fifth.
Somebody is not happy.
Through the final corner, here comes four square. He will go fourth quickest, a 1:12.958, and there's a caution on the circuit.
It was me. I was slowing down.
Dan going for a fast lap. Here we go. Octane, I believe, is on a fast lap. No, he's on a cooldown lap. Whoa! And a big impact for Ben as he tried to get into the pit lane. Pit assist is allowed. Penalties are policed by the game. Penalties are reviewed, however, by a group of us. Should you dispute a penalty, I feel like I should reiterate that with a few new people, or refresh others. Yeah, if you disagree with a penalty the game gives you, just give some video evidence and we can decide if it's true or not. And Dan finally finding some mojo, a 1:12.884, third on the chart for Dan. In the caution sector 1, that's Invader on an out lap, letting Dan by. Here comes Markle to start a timed lap once again. Markle right now sat 6th. I don't think I've seen this many drivers be so competitive here in qualifying. Like the range of lap times between the top 6 is insane. The top 7 are within 2 seconds of each other. Cautions in sectors 2 and 3 will be for Dan. Invader on an out lap. We see if Markle, the points leader, can get towards the front. Caution in sector 3. Markle coming through the final corner to the start finish line. Markle looking for improvement. He goes second quickest, a 1:12.291, and now the top 6 are within 0.8 of each other. Let's see if Larry can, make the entire grid in a decent range of each other. Larry slacking right now on the timetable. Right now on a timed lap. We'll see what he can do. Larry, you said you had problems turning right. That was a left turn you fucked up.
I'm pushing way too hard.
I like how Invader goes fastest.
Invader top of the charts, a 112, 134. And Larry able to get into the 113 bracket. Still last, a 113, 988. And how about that? All that preparation for Invader to beat Ben out by 5/1000ths of a second. Still 2 minutes remaining in the session, and Ben is on a timed lap right now. Or on an out lap, I'm sorry. And in the grass he goes, trying to let Larry by. Who Larry's still... Yeah, but Larry's gonna run out of ERS. And around goes the Force India! You can't fix what's broken.
You can't fix what's broken. Oh. I'm not making fun of it, but those are some funny noises.
So here goes Ben. 5/1000ths.
Yeah, I'm not trying
off
to be
the
mean, but those
provisional
are funny.
I might be third quickest, but 8th in the speed trap.
Who's the fastest in this?
I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm totally laughing at them.
I was laughing at... Oh, never mind.
Caution sector 2, as I believe that's Octane pulled off to the side of the road, letting people by on fast laps. So Ben, looking for the pull, 5/1000ths off.
Okay, I'm not on a fast lap, bro.
I may finish my food before the race.
Here comes Ben through the final corner. Invader, top of the charts, a 112.067, and Ben goes around and crashes on the front straightaway. He will not get a pull. Octane pulling into the pit lane. And is that it? Oh, Dan is trying. He's the final attempt at a full setting lap time. Everybody else is either in the pit lane or has aborted or is not able to set a decent timed lap in the time remaining. Has no front wing.
Don't forget about Octane.
Well, you just kind of aborted your lap anyway. So it's all up to Dan. Right now sat 5th. 8/10 off the pole. It's a 112.884 to what Dan has run. The pole time he's trying to achieve is a 112.067 or better. Dan, 2-time champion of the series, has been in a rut, but comes to Germany with a little bit of a spark and a little bit of pep in his step. So he works his way around the circuit. Dan going wide. I believe that will do a lot to his lap time. And into the grass he goes. Yeah, it's not looking pretty. To the start-finish line, Dan, to the start-finish line will set a time that will not improve his position. And that's it. So how about that for Invader locking up his first pole of the season? A 112.067 for Invader. He will start up front alongside Ben, who's tied for the most wins this season, and in front of points leader Markle, who will start beside his teammate Malenko in 4th. Row 3 will have Dan in 4 square, and row 4 Octane and Larry. The entire grid within 2 seconds of each other. The top 6 within 9/10 of each other.
See, I didn't have a chance to beat Invader's lap. I was on pace to run right in front of Markle. I was 6.5 tenths off of my lap.
I lose so much in that final sector in that first turn.
So here we go. 8 very competitive drivers are about to go barreling into turn 1.
I'm gonna break a wing. I almost guarantee it. At least one.
Well, once I'm gonna be glad I'm starting in the back.
Hopefully I can manage to break a leg.
Break a leg.
Hey, break a leg.
Break a leg.
Break a leg, boys.
Damn it, I forgot to switch my color to fucking purple. Still red.
It's still red. Yes, it is. It's definitely red.
No, I didn't change it to purple. I wanted to change it to purple.
Why purple?
Because I wanted to be different. Because I had it red this whole time, so I was like, I'm gonna be a different color. Purple.
So, we're setting up for a 34 lap race here at the
45 lap
Hockenheim
race,
Ring.
guys. We got this.
34 laps
Oh.
here at the Hockenheim Ring, and this is how they're gonna start lap 1. On row 1, it's Invader Zim on the pole. Starting alongside of him will be Ben Park. Right now on a streak. Yeah. Has 3 wins on the season of the 6 Grand Prix. Looking to keep it just between himself and Marco and not allow Invader to kind of force his way into some points battles along the 4th square. Row 2 we have point leader Markle starting alongside his teammate Malenko. Row 3 we have Dan and Foursquare. And row 4 we have Octane and Larry making their second starts of the season respectively.
Malgo just left us back here.
Oh, bye-bye. Malgo and Ben.
Trying to get away from Dan assholing me, then Ben assholes me.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, to get away from Dan from assholing me.
I was on your outside, bro. I never was right behind you.
Alright, well here we go.
Oh, God.
Larry taking a sweet time to grid up.
Oh, why not?
Hey man, we got financial problems. We're barely staying alive.
Alright, well, it's time to bring the action. We've got 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go! Invader with a great start. Ben trying to force his way in line, and Marco right out of the gearbox. So, Invader, and around goes Invader and Ben! The front row just takes each other out, and Dan looking for the Grand Prix lead. Marco on the outside trying to fight back. He hops a curve side by side through the long sweeping left-hander. And a 5-second grid penalty for corner cutting for Octane. Dan and Marco still going toe-to-toe. Now looking to get into the mix is Malenko.
Malenko made it 3 wide. What the hell?
Malenko up to second on his teammate, trying to clear him. Dan goes wide. Dan up 4 spots from where he started. Help from his brother and teammate to clear some of the way for him. Malenko now files into second. Marco trying to get right back to Malenko right now in third. Octane up to the 4th position. Larry to 5th. And around goes the Force City. We're running up on a 4th square. Nice evasive action from Foursquare as Larry goes for a slide. Dan with the fastest lap of 1:21.908. And around goes Malenko. And around goes Ben again. A caution in sector 1, a double spin once again. Invader into the pit lane.
I let off so early not to do that.
And it's still going for the race lead as Dan and Markle. So much is going on right now. Your pole sitter's in the pit lane after the first lap. Marco
hit the
and Dan are
curb,
making
sorry,
contact. Malenko
did?
and Ben have gone around. Ben
Hit
more
the
than
curb
once.
just on
Larry
straight.
spun in the most odd corner ever.
Oh shit.
I didn't even know I had
Oh,
to.
And Dan goes
Didn't
wide, and
wanna
he's gonna
sit.
give Marco the lead into the sand. Goes Dan and across the racetrack, almost getting hit by Foursquare, who now finds his way up to the
damn.
podium. And how about
The car did
Octane in
not break
second?
at all. I was on the brakes for a very long time.
Octane up 5 spots from where he started.
I can't avoid how to not spin in one because I don't know what spins you in one. No, I don't hit the curve. It isn't the curve. I start spinning like it's like the ground goes in.
And
it's like you
Marco
almost,
sets
like,
the fastest lap of
lose all of
117
your, like,
144.
I'm just when you drive it, it feels like your car lost gravity. Your car feels light.
Yeah,
You
Oh,
just
Dan.
I know
Oh,
exactly how
around
you feel.
goes Dan! Turn 1 is claiming
You know what I'm
many
talking
victims.
about, right?
Yeah, like I didn't
Ben
even
finds
turn
his way to the pit lane.
Going over the curb is what helps me. I have to go over the curb, even if it means giving me a penalty. Did you actually just drive the track? And you feel light and you spin.
Yep.
Go
Now look,
low,
I solved
man.
that in the car. Did you? That turn was a mess.
So Marco right now leads the German Grand Prix over Octane in second, Foursquare in third.
Confirm change.
Larry.
What a hectic opening 2 laps it was. And now I think drivers are just happy to maybe get a couple laps to themselves just to try to figure out this track.
Marco was the one that said he was gonna wreck, and he's going.
That's because I'm going easy over that turn. Fuck that turn. I'll go slower.
That's what I was trying
I
to
was
do, but I
slow,
wasn't
too.
trying. I wasn't trying not to take the curb, and then that screwed me.
Everybody
Well, Dan, I don't
tiptoeing
know
through
if I
turn
can blame
1.
turn 1 on you. I think you just overdrove the other turn. So.
No, I wrecked in turn 1 also. I spun in
And
turn
Dan
1.
into the pit lane. Several pit stops, 3 pit stops
Why
to
now
start
how I'm
the
taking
Grand
one, I'm
Prix.
not even turning my steering.
And
I'm
Invader
just
with the
cutting corner
fastest
going
lap,
straight.
a 1:16.486 on the medium tires. Invader, Ben, and Dan have all fitted, or have all come into pit lane, have replaced front wings, and they have all fitted a set of mediums.
6.0 behind Ben. Fan-fucking-tastic. I spun out once. But I killed my car when I spun. Well, I kind of spun out twice. I went really wide, touched sand, and about killed Foursquare. Because my car would not break into
and then
this
sat on the
corner.
track for a while to let everyone by.
The battle for second starting to heat up as the rookie Octane under attack from Foursquare, who's also a rookie, but has got a few more starts. Going toe-to-toe for the second position now. Foursquare looking to the right side of Octane.
Oh my
Octane.
goodness, I didn't even turn the car, and it still spun.
And around goes Dan in turn 1.
See, I don't understand turn 1 here. I never touched anything and still spun out.
Yeah, like I said, it's like the ground dips down, so your car feels light, like you have no gravity.
Markle into the pit lane now, and this is going to give the race lead to Octane in his second Grand Prix. How about that? Octane he did not cross the start-finish line as the leader, but is leading right now. through the sectors. Foursquare hot on his gearbox. Octane right now just trying to hold off Foursquare. He's actually opened up the gap to 0.7 of a second over Foursquare. Dan back to the pit lane by the way.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a front wing at all. Not even a little bit of one. Put the old one back on. It was better shape than that one was.
Here comes Octane to the pit lane and Foursquare as well. And by that logic, Octane has officially led a lap in his second Grand Prix start. Marco will take over the race lead and almost finds himself spinning over turn 1 again. Malenko in the pit lane as well, fitting a set of mediums. Larry into the 4th position, looking maybe for 3rd on Octane. They're going to be battling on pit exit. Larry with the overcut, able to get 3rd. Octane up the inside for 3rd on Larry. Side by side, Octane into the grass now, but hanging tough.
I am 44 seconds behind my brother.
Larry holding on for his podium position for dear life. Invader looking to put himself back into this race. Not too far off the battle for a podium position. By the way, the Oakland Raiders have now tied the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West.
Life's great.
Did not think we would hear that this season after the previous season. Larry still able to hold on to 3rd. Octane up the inside. Trying through the hairpin. He will clear Larry. Invader's right there. Malenko in the distance as well. He can kind of see this battle. Zim implanting himself into the battle for 3rd. So Octane proving to be competitive in his first few starts already. So it's Marco leading, has about 12 seconds over Foursquare, and then Foursquare has a few seconds back to a train of cars now being led by Octane, followed by Larry, Zim, Malenko trying to get into this, but Malenko is also bringing Ben. And up the inside goes Invader on Larry, and an aggressive move will pay off for 4th. Malenko and
Well, you had a collision until I saw you. I started to go straight with you.
was about to comment on So now Zim into the third position. Or Zim into the fourth position, looking for Octane, who holds third. Larry hanging tough there in the fifth position.
Long ass race.
We work lap 10 of 34. Now Zim trying to hold on to the fourth position. Larry in his wake.
.2 seconds.
The train of cars starting to form back up again. Everybody about equidistant from each other. From Octane to about Malenko. I mean, Malenko a little further back, but he will surely be joining that.
They're on the opposite side of the racetrack than me. Like, I just saw the train.
Octane fared right now over Invader. Larry, Malenko. Malenko in sixth.
Nope. The car you see, Ben, that you're looking at is
And you should have answered that question with not yet. Because we know it's coming, it just didn't happen yet.
New England wins.
I don't believe myself.
Here comes Malenko. Now into the picture. Trying to find a way around Larry without spinning himself out.
Tell Marco to slow down. He's like 15 seconds ahead.
I already am, Dan. I'll turn one.
Malenko trying to find a crossover on Larry.
Should be probably.
Up the inside, Malenko peaks. Invader
I don't
went
wanna
around the
talk about
outside.
it. I don't
Octane
wanna know.
into Invader he goes! And a 5-second penalty for Malenko with a huge dive bomb on Invader, and Invader's gotten the
Is that
worst
20?
of this Grand Prix.
I knew I wasn't gonna make it. I was trying to just get past everyone. I almost made it past Invader.
Elko, not gonna lie, you scared the shit out of me.
To be completely real, I broke when you did, Larry. I saw you break and I broke, and it was like it didn't stop. I tried to avoid them all, and then I fucked Invader.
To account
My
for
bad, Invader.
slipstream and probably different ERS levels and
Was it like the brakes didn't even register?
They didn't register. Nope.
I had that happen.
so now Ben into the fifth position. He's looking for
I
fourth
don't know
on
how
Larry.
Larry can make the corner, but I can't. I broke what Larry did.
Marco's catching me.
I am. It looks like it's the same distance on my screen.
Ben into the fourth position and clear.
I'm 7/10 off of my fastest lap.
Now Ben setting his sights onto a podium.
1:15.9.
Octane.
Invader still has the fastest lap, I'm pretty sure. Okay. My bad.
And Dan with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Not shocked.
It's turn one. I'm not touching the inside curve. so I'm going over the outside curve.
Oh,
And all around goes Octane! Ben almost found himself doing the same thing, but he was able to keep it under control. Octane somehow still able to keep it going at a decent rate of speed and hanging tough in the 5th position.
$15. 1 second. Almost a second.
So Markle leads here, lap 14 of 34, nearing a 16-second advantage over Foursquare. Dan has found his way to the pit lane once again, knowing him he wouldn't get lost.
Oh yeah, Marco, I owe you one from Singapore.
No, you will.
Oh, he spun my AI.
So Dan fits the set of cards. He's going to the end.
Oh yeah, it did. I forgot about that for a second.
Oh, Invader! Edgy over that curve. Ben not making any indents really into the gap that Foursquare or Markle has over him. It's just kind
I'm
of
shooting
there.
for 8.
I wanted that podium so bad.
It's not over. Not even halfway.
Unless we get a safety car.
I've
Alright,
seen
Marco,
there's gonna
call the
be
safety
Max
car.
Verstappen
I've seen
from
some
Brazil.
safety cars at this circuit actually.
Oh, I got you, homies.
Malaga turn 1 dead.
And Malco has retired from the session, is sitting crossways on the circuit. This could be a safety car. He is sitting in the middle of the circuit.
I swear, they don't call it.
Where is he at?
I was sitting in the middle of the track.
It will not be
Dan still
called.
hasn't passed me.
I can't believe that wasn't even a VSC.
It didn't
That's how
even
this
close to
game
passing me
is.
yet.
There was nobody
50
in
seconds
the
behind
area,
you, bro.
so I guess there was not a need
You're about
for
to
a safety
pass
car.
me
There was so much gap.
right now.
There was so much gap in the traffic that they were able to run onto the circuit and pull him off.
Guess so. Well, I wish my car was still there so Dan could keep on it.
Charlie Whiting.
Special guest in the booth, Malenko.
I should just be here every week. What? Every week I could just bring the advertisement. Today we're fucking sponsored by Chili's.
Chili's.
I'll bring the advertisement.
So, Malenko,
Like
unfortunately,
$10.
Rex in the German Grand Prix. He will not see
$1
the
per
checkered
driver.
flag. Malenko will not see the checkered flag here at Hockenheim. We're joined by him now. Malenko, you won a championship earlier in the day. How did you feel coming into this one? Into this this race?
like shit. F1's not good for me. But I can win in NASCAR.
Well, this quick we make right-hand turns.
Yeah, too difficult.
Apparently Larry's having a hard time doing that as well.
What? The most difficult part of this track is a right turn. The first turn, right. The fuck everyone fucked it up.
That one?
Yep.
Foursquare is quietly bringing himself into view. Now, contending for a championship is one thing, but Foursquare second to third in the standings for most of the season now. Right now, second again, in position to capitalize if Marco were to make a mistake.
I was wishing to see more wrecks from Dan. Dan is racing really clean.
And he's still seventh.
Quite disappointed.
I hate these tires.
And
Yeah, that's
goes
what
Dan!
That was enjoyable. Good job, Dan.
I touched a little too much of that curb.
And he'll get back going as not Markle, Foursquare is coming. He's
Still
already
a
been
little
left by Markle.
disappointed. You should have moved that wall.
That's the same wall. I hit the same place on that wall every single time I hit that wall.
I actually didn't hit the wall when I spun. I just fucking like sat in the middle of the track ready to get T-boned. Yeah, I know. I saw you. I was waiting to let you by and then you spin.
The car don't turn. The car doesn't know how to turn anymore.
The car doesn't. Markle into the pit lane.
It don't have a front wing.
Now what does Foursquare do? Does he try to get via the undercut?
Just try and stay second.
I mean, Foursquare now looking. He will not even be able to. He won't even be able to get to Markle.
I am just.
Ben, Larry, Dan, all making their way.
When
to
are
the
you
pit
going
lane.
to run out of funding, Dan? When is the funding stopping?
They have two championships.
They average like 20 wings a race so far.
It's only like 6.
6, and then you add on Ben sometime changed, like he changed one this race.
And Invader
7.
with a 1:15, 4:53. The medium compound has the fastest lap.
Blue flag. Well, he's not there, so I'm not letting him go. Penalize me. I dare you.
Dare you.
On the inside of you, he's not there. I'm not letting him by.
He's not. There is still a gap there. When he gets there, I'll let him go.
Is that behind you, Larry? Oh yeah, don't let him by. Actually, you probably should pull away from him. If you don't pull away from Larry, that's kind of disappointing.
Larry does have 2 lap fresher tires. Here comes Foursquare into the pit lane. Followed by Octane. Octane with a great showing here in his second F1 Grand Prix.
I'm gonna wreck again. You ready, Morocco?
Oh wait, you're gonna yes!
And around goes Dan again, sitting crossways in traffic, almost taking out a couple.
I don't know how close Larry was to hitting me, but that was pretty... Oh, my
You'll
bad,
love to see it.
And Larry with evasive action. No, that's not Larry. That's Invader.
That's Invader. I didn't know which way he was going. When I looked back, he was going inside, so I pulled up high. Then he pulled up high. I was trying to let him go without being in his way. Look, I'm battling the car in front of me, just one lap ahead of me.
So Marco now holds a 23-second lead and sets the fastest lap, a 1:15.213. A 23-second lead over Ben. Something happened to Foursquare that he lost 5 seconds.
The undercut by a lap.
A 5-second undercut. And Ben with the fastest lap, a 1:15.046.
Let's see if I reckon turn one again. Yep.
And around goes Dan again!
I am good. No, don't hit that wall.
Those words.
That wall hurt a lot.
And around goes Dan. That should just be a compilation for this season.
So
And around goes Dan.
my trailer to advertise this league was what? Time to bring the action, lights out, and away we go. It's just
Yeah, at the end of the
goes
season, it
Dan.
should just be a total of all the times you go, Dan's around!
And around goes Dan. And around goes Dan. And around goes
Lights out,
Dan.
around goes Dan.
It's out in the
I am
world.
100% contemplating just putting on wets again. Make this more enjoyable.
Maybe if you actually ran.
No, I can't make it through turn one, even if I was running like fourth and wrecked in turn one. I wrecked 4 times in turn one. I didn't touch the brake. Now I'm in the sand. Well, no, I'm in the sand because I don't have a front wing.
And Dan, you're a 2-time champion. Don't you know what to do?
Yes, I know exactly what to do. This is the best pit stop ever.
Or fuckers putting on wets.
That's the point.
Exactly. I'm fixing my front wing.
Why would you do it when 1 lap's left?
Octane and Zim going toe-to-toe for 5th.
I'm just gonna make sure I'm out of everybody's way, because this is definitely gonna be interesting.
Ben's gone around in turn 1 and has taken his gearbox a beating too.
Cody asked me, you wanna play Madden or MOB? I put MPB. Look at MPB.
Oh.
Massive penetrating blacks.
And around
my.
goes Dan.
Who's catching me?
Everyone. They should anyway.
Your midlife
I'm letting
crisis.
him go.
And caution sector 2. Oh, never mind.
You'll find out why.
Oh, I can already see it.
Fuck!
And around goes Dan.
I think Mark will wreck too.
Yes, Marco's gone around in turn 1.
I don't care if I get points or not this race. This is...
And a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
I love hearing those words. Around goes Dan! That's why I'm here.
And into the pits goes Ben.
Can somebody explain how I got 10 second time penalty?
For being
Because they want
Dan.
you off the track. They're trying to disqualify you.
They really are.
I can see that. I'm a little ways off though.
DJ
And around goes
DJ.
Dan.
Yes.
Wait! Marco's lost his left front of his wing. It's about to get spicy.
Controversy.
Here you go, Malco. This is for you.
Yes. Yes.
And around goes Dan. And into the pits goes Markle. Foursquare is in prime position to take a Grand Prix victory.
Are we even doing league racing here?
My rear tires are at 69 and 64%.
And around goes Dan.
That should just be the
Fucking
name.
half of the video is gonna be this race.
Man, why did I put the soft sign like I want? Whatever.
And Foursquare has taken over the race for the German Grand Prix. And Marco may even lose second to Larry.
Hi, Larry.
The disadvantage Larry has is he has 6 lap old mediums, but Marco does have the hards on. And around goes Dan.
Bro, that car's at 90%. I need help.
So Foursquare with a 9.6 second lead
I think
over
it is
Marco.
more than help. And around goes Dan.
And Dan's gone around again.
Okay, both rear tires had 100%. I got a flat.
Just
And
light
there's
him up.
and Dan has a right rear puncture.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna make this more interesting.
You should just start
And
doing.
around goes Dan.
You should just start doing burnouts.
That's all he can do. Foursquare. He has an 8.6 second lead. The disadvantage he has, he's got 5 lap older tires than Markle.
Why are
But
you
he
even
has a
trying to drive?
huge advantage.
There
Larry
we go.
in the shadows of
There
Markle,
we
trying
go.
to force Markle into making a mistake and maybe take over second.
Let me go on the racetrack.
His teammate is getting down.
Larry trying to bring it back within DRS range.
Yep, blue flag. I'm letting him go.
He's hard to do burnouts. Hey, he was
I
doing
was doing
burnouts.
donuts.
That was actually kind of cool. Oh, and you ruined it. You got it back straight for a second, and then you ruined it.
Yeah, because I touched the throttle again.
Foursquare's lead dwindling. 8 seconds is the gap now.
What'd you say?
And another 10-second time
What?
penalty for Dan exceeding track limits.
What? He was just in the grass, like, spinning, basically. 10 seconds.
I'm
Yup.
being nice, let everybody go, and I get a 10-second time penalty. You screwing me.
Spinning in the grass. 10 seconds.
And around goes Dan. Hard into the air. He's moved the
How
wall.
did you not DNF? How?
I moved the barrier over here.
That's a harder hit than I took, I think.
Here comes Foursquare into the sector with Dan. Nope, never mind. He's now
We
entering
should
sector
just sit on
3.
the front stretch and watch the fucking start finish.
Wouldn't he get parked for being in a dangerous, or disqualified for being parked in a dangerous position?
Larry's gonna get a podium and Vader stop him.
And Dan has found his way to
I can
pit
feel
lane
the disdain
finally.
for Force India in this race. I can feel the disdain.
Foursquare leading with about 6 laps to go, and he has a 7-second advantage.
This is a slow way down pit lane, man.
Oh,
And
dry
Dan
tires.
has fitted the soft compound tires. He is going for the fastest lap.
I don't think that's possible.
I don't think he'd even received a point for it.
What? What?
Cold tires.
And around goes Dan. In turn
From
two.
the first corner you took.
Ladies and gentlemen, our two-time series champion.
Is having more fun spinning out than he is actually racing.
So,
The front of the
5
pack, you
laps
got
to go.
Foursquare, Markle, and like Ben trying, and then back here we got Dan and me fucking wrecking and doing stupid shit.
What happens if I do run the fast lap? I'm just curious.
well, if you're
You
not
get a
in the
point.
90% mark, you're not getting the point.
Sweet.
Just deny everyone else from getting the point.
Well, I want to see if I can run the fast lap now. Because I won't get the point anyway.
And Ben with the fastest lap, a
Fucking
1:14.981 on the hards. Markle
Here goes
is
nothing.
coming. The gap is 6 seconds. 5 laps remaining.
I'm surprised you didn't spin there.
So am I.
I was like, he's gonna take this bitch flat out and spin. Imagine if Dan gets the fastest lap after spinning for 90% of the race.
So, Foursquare.
Then go faster! Catch him already!
Now it's starting to get interesting up front because Foursquare now just took 4 laps to go and the gap is 5.3 seconds. Last time it was 7 seconds. Markle is catching at a rate quick enough to catch Foursquare before this Grand Prix is over.
And if they both take each other out when they catch up and I take this win.
A lot of
I
people
would have won
and
this
nobody
race,
right.
but I spun behind Dan. Trying to be too conservative, actually.
Zim never got the chance to see what he could do as the pole sitter. He was taken out by Ben in the first corner. And Dan with the fastest lap, a
Oh my
1:14.035, and he's retired. He will not make the 90% mark of this race, so unless somebody
I'm
else,
7 laps down.
unless
You were
somebody
like
else
5.
can set a faster lap,
You love to see it.
Second. Oh, in a second, you ran 1:14.
Brother Dan has betrayed you, Ben. Yep,
3 laps to go. The gap is 4.1 seconds.
Brother Dan is starting a new cult without you. Brother Ben. What? Dan prefers to do burnouts and then take the fastest lap.
If I can.
Leave him alone, he is very special.
I happen to be able to take the fast lap.
He's my
Octane
fuck around
now
buddy.
into the pit lane. Octane may have something to say about this.
All
Yeah,
it just
man,
consists
pit.
of showing up and then fucking around.
The guy behind you, Pitt.
Octane fits a set of softs. Now
course.
Octane may be looking to take the fastest lap in his second start. The gap, 3.9 seconds, coming around to 2 laps to go. Foursquare has been able to level it out a little bit. But
It's
there
nice
is
to get
no
some boost
room
out.
for Foursquare to make an error if he's going to cross this line leading in 2 laps time.
Now I just need to watch Larry and hopefully he spins.
3.2 seconds the gap for 2 laps.
Don't worry, Invader. I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for him to spin, though.
The gap, 2.9 seconds. A lap and a half to go. Ben now pits. A lap and a half to go. The gap, 2.8 seconds. Ben in the pit lane. He'll fit a set of soft tires. He will try to go for the fastest lap.
Brother Dan curses you, Ben.
I'm impressed I ran that.
Octane now begins his attempt to strike the fastest lap. The gap, 2.4 seconds. Foursquare's gonna start the final lap with a gap of 2.3 seconds. If Foursquare makes even a little mistake, this one might be over. Now under 2 seconds.
In the stands with a gun when you need him.
Beat the driver of the number 12.
Oh, I was talking about the number 40.
Oh, I was talking about myself.
Oh, I was talking about Larry.
And Foursquare's picked it up. However, Marco made a mistake, or Foursquare's on it. Over 2 seconds the gap now. Halfway through the final lap, Octane, by the way, comes off of the final corner to the start-finish line. Octane does not set the fast lap. Foursquare, 1.3 seconds the gap. Through the final sector, 1.2 seconds. Markle Troyes, he might miss 1 second. Under 1 second, but it's not going to be enough. Foursquare's going to take the win with 7/10 of a second.
Well, my day
Over
is
Markle.
ruined. Larry got a podium.
Larry, in his second start of the season, will take a podium. Zim will come home
My
fourth.
day's ruined. Ruined.
We now wait for Larry to try to get the fastest lap.
Larry? You mean Ben?
Ben to try to get the fastest lap.
Good win, Foursquare. Good win.
And the
Good one, Foursquare.
third different driver to win a Grand Prix this season. And Ben does not set the fastest lap.
At 39? No, I think I ran a 09.5, didn't I?
I don't know what you ran. All I know is fastest lap.
What did I run?
A 1:14.0.
Close. That's what Ben ran. Was a 1:14.0.
I think it was at 0.39. And how about that? The podium celebration
0.35.
with Foursquare, Markle, and Larry. And boy, podium interviews are gonna be fun.
23 seconds. Damn, DNF got the fastest lap and had 23 seconds of penalty.
Two of them I don't understand. The two 10-second time penalties I don't understand.
Dan experienced everything this race. He was in the lead also. There's not an experience he didn't have in this race.
I don't understand the two time
So
penalties.
Foursquare with the win,
out to
second, Larry third, Zim fourth, Ben fifth, Octane sixth, Dan and Malenko not classified. Dan taking the fastest lap point away. The 6 drivers. Dan 23 seconds worth of time penalties will not be classified following the German Grand Prix. We will get podium interviews underway. Few minutes, not minutes.
That came
In seconds.
This was the 299 or 290. Yeah.
I'll end my stream. But
What was it?
I hate turning.
Yep, this was the 299th EWRL race. And Foursquare will get his first career victory in it. But we're joined by third place finisher, Larry. Larry, first is your voice shared.
Yes, it should be shared.
Alright, and now, how about that? After your hiatus, it takes you 5 Grand Prix into the season to come back, and then your second Grand Prix back, you get a podium in insane turn of events. Just describe it.
Okay.
I don't know where to begin, man. Going into this Grand Prix when I just said absolutely abysmal qualifying times. I figured I was gonna run 7th or 8th all race, and then that first lap when
It's 1 point.
get ready to. It's like I thought. All right, that was the end of that. I don't know how I saved it. Really, it was kind of insane. And then as the events just kept going on throughout the race, I thought, well, maybe a top 5. And then we were fighting for the podium. And then I swore I was gonna lose it in the final 5 laps. Somehow managed to hold on to it. Don't know how, but it feels good. It took me 299 races to get on a podium.
Okay, I feel like you've won an EWRL race before, man. Hold up.
I just gotta download something real quick.
Alright, no problem. I got an interview anyways, acting.
Alright, so I'll be back.
So it looks like tempers are flaring between brothers.
Yeah, you can hear it in the background.
And Dan gets shot by Ben.
I know what about fast left, man.
Tonight at 10.
Tonight at 10, 2 brothers shooting each other in the back.
Over video game.
Hey, please stop. Alexa.
Alright.
Light on.
We're joined by second place finisher Markle. You had this one in the bag. What happened on that lap? It just went to it went to junk. Turn 1.
Turn 1 happened. Fuck turn 1. Every lap, it's like you're trying to catch the car there. Makes no fucking sense.
Gravity be damned.
Even with all that and having to pit and replace the front wing, you still had a chance to
right there.
take that win away. It was 7/10 of a second at the start-finish line. Was there anything you could have done differently post breaking the wing?
You put it in your mouth.
If the game would have given me my soft tires, maybe I could have caught it. But no, nothing else.
I haven't done the points yet, but lucky guess. I think you're still gonna leave as the points leader. But does this second place finish damper anything concerning the way you ended up second, or you still feel pretty confident the rest of the season?
I feel good if I finish the races. If
All right.
I do enough, no.
Well, congratulations on the second place finish. We'll see you next week at Brazil for race number 300.
Wait, what?
Was it Brazil?
Didn't join.
I'm gonna make sure it's Brazil. It is Brazil for the 300.
Octane's joining us, dude.
Yep. And we are joined by the race winner, Foursquare. How does it feel? First career win in what? You've made every race this season, right?
I'm gonna call it my teammate for next year.
But how does it feel just to finally do it?
You don't want it?
I was gonna ask then, were you nervous about Marco breathing down your neck there the last laps? Alright, this season has been dominated by Markle and Ben in terms of wins. You are the third different winner this season. Did you see yourself coming into the season getting a Grand Prix victory and being one of those 3 drivers to win a Grand Prix? Alright, well, congratulations on the win. Hope it's a great confidence booster heading into Brazil. Alright, well, that's going to do Brazil. It here for the German Grand Prix. It was a fun one. It was a wild one.
Force Indy to go on the attack.
Tune in next Sunday for the 300th EWRL race at Brazil.
Good.